Hello everyone. I made some progress on the pieces I was working on. So let me show you what I have in the meantime that I didn't film and advance the project with 3 more pieces of molding. So the first piece of molding will be the perimeter of the base, and I'm going to dress that up with some Paduke veneer, which is from Africa, so I think it's appropriate. And I've kind of done that little veneer detail before. It works, it's simple, it's something that I can handle. The second piece of molding will be the bottom of the bonnet at the top of this unit, and the third piece of molding will be the 2 sides. They will be the caps for the end panel or the back panel that you saw me fabricate in the last video. So let me show you how the base molding came out. So the base molding was fabricated, and then I glued together these pieces, which you saw me do in the last video, and then I sanded everything, got it all ready, sanded everything, and then I glued them together. And then I was able to cut them all at once on the compound miter box. I have a 10-inch miter box that will do 45 degrees in each direction, so I was able to handle these miters no problem. So the result is the base of the unit, and that looks like this. I don't know if you can see this, but that's what it looks like. So here's the corners. This is all sanded to, I believe, 220. And what I'm going to do here is fit a piece that sits back 3/4 of an inch from this perimeter, and then I'll cut like an 1.25 inch piece of this OG molding with the veneer, and then it will overhang over the front of this with miters right in the corner, and the side of it will go all the way back to where the wall is. So the back panel will be here, and this will cap the bottom piece, and then there'll be a flat spot to receive the molding that caps the side of the back panel. And also the same thing will be at the top. There'll be a flat spot to receive the molding detail below the bonnet with the second piece of molding that I'm going to make. So this is what this piece looks like. The back panel is going to sit right in here like this, and I'll just put screws through the back of it, so it'll be real easy to take on and off. I'm going to stain this and varnish it as a separate unit, and then I'll be able to just plop it right on the back of the panel, connect it, and then they become one piece. So here it is. So let me get going now on the first piece of molding, and let's see what we got here. So the first piece of molding is going to be an OG plane that I made way back, and I believe it was maybe 2015, 2016. This was the first molding plane that I ever made. It's not perfectly tuned, but it should do the job. This is only 30 inches of pine, so it should handle it, and I'm going to do it freehand. So So what I'm going to do is put some veneer right along the front, trim it again, then take it on the table saw and rip it, and then wrap the front with this veneered piece of molding that I fabricate. So on the other side of this, I need about 1 3/4 of molding for the bottom of the bonnet, and that's going to be with a different detail. This is going to be the number 6 OG molding plane from my first OG molding plane video. Okay, that looks good. So this is the one that'll have about 1 inch of veneer right up to the step, and then this will be the piece that will be upside down underneath the bonnet, and they'll be divided on the table saw. So let me set up the third piece of molding, and we'll be able to take a look at that. Okay, I'm ready to make the third piece of molding. I have 2 sections, one for each side of the back panel. So if you imagine that this is the back panel, and this is, let's see, this is the rear of the back panel, there's going to be a 3/4 inch space behind this panel, and that will be for the hanging cleats. So in order to create that space, I made this molding, and it will create that space, cap the end, and then also provide a detail on the other side to finish off the end of the panel. So what I'm going to do is just make a simple radius in here. It extends, I believe, let's see, it extends about 3/8 past the front of the panel, and it's 3/8 wide. So it's going to be roughly a 3/8 radius that will terminate right into the surface of the back panel. And it's going to be rough. I'm not sure how it's going to come out, but I think it'll be fine. So I'm using the number 6 round plane that I made in my hollow and round first video, and we'll see how this goes. So what I have is a light pencil line down the center of the top, and then the same distance down on the sides. So I'm just going to tilt the plane and use the radius of the plane to connect those two lines on one side, connect them on the other, and then I'll just sand it all in, and it should be more or less 3/8 radius. This is a simple detail. Alright, that'll just be sanded in. It's rough, but it'll do. And it's handmade. So, that's about it for now. Everybody stay strong. Thanks for watching, subscribing, liking, disliking. Have a good day, everybody. Thank you.